I'll start dating people or get into a relationship when I've made enough money is something that we've all said or at least thought at least once. And I don't know why so many people hold this belief, because when or if you get rich, you're definitely not going to get into a relationship. You're always going to find a way to move the goalposts. Some people will say, I need $100,000. Okay. And then you'll get the $100,000 and then you'll move the goalpost again. You'll tell yourself, oh, I need a nice car. I need to own my own house. I need even more money. No matter what you do, you will feel like it's not enough. And that's a very dangerous way to live, because it's almost as if you're waiting to give yourself permission. And when I think of what's going on the internet today, the amount of people who say things like this or hold this belief, right? It's younger people. It's not guys who are in their late 20s and early 30s or even mid 30s. It's mainly younger people who say, I'm too broke to get girls. And to those younger people who are maybe below the age of 20, it's not even about money at that point. I was 17, 18, 19, still speaking to attractive girls. I wasn't a millionaire back then, and I'm definitely not a millionaire now. Most of the girls who you speak to, I'd even argue from the age of early 20, things are mainly about looks and character. Money doesn't really come into the equation. They're not picking people based off their investment portfolio. Nobody really cares about that until they maybe enter their late 20s or maybe even mid 20s. They're mainly looking towards, are you confident? Are you ambitious? Can you hold a conversation? Can you make them laugh? Do you know where you're going? These are the things that will stand out. Money doesn't buy character. It can't. I've seen guys with money date girls and they can't keep them because there was nothing underneath. Their conversations didn't really extend past the surface, and there was no stimulation in the relationship. Yes, you can have money, and money is a great amplifier, but it can't make you. And for the most part, when I have seen these women or girls get with these guys, they've been attracted to the lifestyle and not the man. So you'd be thinking that they're there for you, but typically they're not. Most women are hypergamous, and if you're gonna get money and consistently go after the worst example of woman, because this is what you wanted, right? You wanted to get the baddies, you wanted to get the attractive looking woman. Of course, they're only going to be with you for one thing. You're not going to know what to look out for and what to avoid because you haven't exposed yourself to women. You've been waiting to get rich all of this time, and now that you've finally got a woman, you don't really know what to do. That is the case with most of these rich guys. You guys can see how this is not a very good foundation to build on. She's there for the lifestyle that you're providing her, and then you're there for her. So it's not exactly equivalent exchange when she doesn't really have anything to offer at all. Not only that, right? If your confidence is completely dependent on your bank account being filled, what's going to happen the moment life punches you in the face? It eventually will punch you in the face, and whether you get back up or not will completely depend upon your foundations. Now listen, I don't want my message to get lost in translation. I'm not saying that you shouldn't chase money. Let me say that again. I'm not saying that you shouldn't chase money. Just don't do it for women. Just don't do it for women. I don't care how many times I have to say that throughout this video. It's such a weak foundation. Do it because you want to wake up and have freedom. Do it because you want to provide for your family and your closest friends. Do it because you want to wake up and have options. Do it for these reasons. Do it for yourself. Women aren't the finish line. They're not. They should just be someone you invite whilst you're in the building phase of your life. Now, I know most people are going to be like, oh, JP, I don't really want to invite a woman into my life when I'm grinding. Why would you turn down your dream woman or your ideal woman in any scenario? That's just silly, because you don't know how many people are going to show up in your life who are actually going to match. Maybe not every single one of your criterias, but most of them. I'm going to explain why it's silly now. If you're somebody who has discipline, direction, who's actively building something, and you have somebody who's seeing all of this and who's willing to build alongside you or to support you, then you may as well take the opportunity. There's also another side to this, right? If you've spoken about your potential, if you've shown this person evidence of your potential, you now have a responsibility to live all the way up to it. Because if you don't, then resentment will build. And I'm with the woman on this one, because if you're a guy, right, and you tell her about all these grand plans and ideas, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to accomplish this, you're now selling the dream. And if you don't go ahead and fulfill that dream, then you're a scammer, you're a LARPer. You've betrayed yourself, you've betrayed somebody else, but more importantly, you've betrayed yourself. So the bottom line is you should choose a girl on where you're going and not where you currently are. Your words always need to catch up with your actions. If a girl chooses you whilst you're in your building phase, please don't waste the opportunity, don't waste it. It should become another reason as to why you put your foot on the accelerator, because women rarely build. They rarely build. Majority of the time they move in, and in your case, they'll be moving into a house, not a tent. Whilst you're trying to expand your house and turn it into a mansion, she's going to be there alongside you, so don't take it for granted. At the end of the day, money helps, it does. Of course it does, because it's money. But if you use your lack of it as an excuse to not put yourself out there, you're hiding. You're hiding behind the numbers on your bank account because it's safer than getting rejected. It's safer than humiliating yourself by getting rejected. It's pathetic. There's no complicated science behind this. If you don't ask, you don't get. And years down the line, you'll realize that you've been waiting for permission for a life that you never really started living. All those years of preparation will amount to nothing because let's say you do go ahead and get the girl. Who's to say that she's really there for you and your character? Sure, your character is what keeps the girl, but the lifestyle could look far more attractive to her. And because you've deprived yourself of years of experience with women, you don't really know the signs, the cues, what to look out for. It'll all be foreign territory to you. So this could be your reality if you're one of those people who hold this mentality. I'm broke, so I can't get girls. I'm not where I want to be yet, so I can't get women. This could be your reality. And I'm just there to kind of protect you from that mindset because I feel as if that's where most of you are heading towards. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Share it to a friend or family member who you think may need to see and hear this video. And if you guys want to join a community full of like-minded men on the path of self-development, I'll leave a link down below in the description as well as the comment section. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and God bless.